Probably should have done that first. Hello everyone, this is Chef Cooker. I'm here playing Leafblower Revolution, a free game on Steam where you blow leaves off the screen and try to make as much money as possible. Right here I have the final blower, a compressor, that takes 500 strange flasks, which could take you some time. However, for first-time players, I recommend getting the It's Mine upgrade and shooting for some of the beginning upgrades as well, such as online profits in all leaves plus 750%, prestige and BLC coins times 3, and a few others. You also have the ability to fast forward 30 minutes, 6 hours, a full day, and 3 days. Also, for those of you who don't know, there's also well, actually, none of you know this, but in the options menu, which is the big gear, there's an option that says Move Player. Turn that off, and he won't be moving anywhere. I would not recommend doing this until you manage to get some profit going. And you won't be able to do that until you manage to save up some cash for the printer and the converters. Now, if you do the Big Leap Crunch, which is the major game up reset, I almost said upset, you'll be able to do quite a bit with the BLC coins. The more you manage to get, the more you can spend. I've spent a little bit. Like increasing the reward by +1 per level, increasing the prestige by quite a bit, by only adding 1. The first time I did this, I added more converter transistors to speed it up. And hopefully, the next time I do it, I'll be able to speed it up more. Because it is still slow. Oh, and there's also one that allows the ALBs, or automatic leaf blowers, to equip tools. So, that means you can give them the tools you've unlocked. That would make it would take full advantage to those who have already managed to unlock that. Now, this is available from the beginning of the game. It's called the Leaf Portal. It'll restart your glowing adventure and with some coins. It recommends 20 plus for the first prestige. And for those of you who know this, you can also increase how many prestige coins from the actual menu itself. 25% more, to be precise. The more you increase it, the more you earn each time. But this time I'm going to get the printer so we can move this along. Really hope this is recording. Now, whenever you unlock the printers, make sure you spend some of your remaining coins on at least one of each leaf. There are multiple leaves. Right now, the only ones you'll have access to until you unlock them via the beakers are gold, platinum, bismuth, cosmic, and void. That is an exotic leaf, and that one I forgot. There's also more leaves too, but unfortunately I don't know their names. So, until we manage to play enough to discover them, they'll remain unknown. Also, I'm sorry I sound like this, but I don't have anything to drink right now. Now, if we take a closer look at the coin shop, you'll also notice that below the printer and converter, there's an upgrade for 100, all the way down to leaves and flasks, that allow you to auto-upgrade the trees, leaf fertilizer, which makes them spawn more, leaf marketing, making them worth more, nuclear fuel, which increases the power of your tools, and ABLs, meaning it will automatically buy you ABLs. And I'm finally shaking. I think it's time to brush it back up. Okay. Now, for those of you using the printers, if you invest coins in the top one here, it'll only add 1 leaf per level to all of the printers. However, if you add the multiplier, it'll increase it by 100% per level. Right now we're getting 10 basic leaves, so next time it would be 20, then 40, and then so on. Using both of these in tandem, actually together, we'll be able to get you a lot of leaves so you can advance quicker. As for the increase inverter count and increase converter output, increase converter count doubles the resources required in order to transform them into others, and increase converter output increases how much is put out after the conversion. I already went over the Prestige++, which increases it by 25%. And since it has 3 levels, that's 75%. There's also a discount, which will help you move along more quickly as well. And you can also increase how much each leaf is worth by investing a certain number of coins into each of these categories, because it increases their worth by 100%. And right now, As you can see, I'm getting 15 per leaf. There's also an upgrade down here that increases the fruit fertilizer in fruit trees, which both increase the chance of spawning fruits. Trees, multiple fruits. And given I just purchased the fruit magnet, I may invest more into that one. And of course, the ABL love fruits. With this, the ABLs can collect fruits for you now. Should they also do your tax report? I'm not going to make any more comments about that. However, that is a good upgrade if you want to go AFK for a few days to let the leaves build up, which I recommend you do after you get some printers and converters working. But converters will be required for you to move forward past white leaves, so you definitely need to make that one priority. Anyway. By the way, you can also disable the ABLs, disable auto enable, and if you want to, you can turn off the shop animation, resource text, shadows, trees, other leaves, and basic leaves. You can also take away the tool, take away the ABL tools, take away the pets, take away the number nomination, which I have no idea what that is. Scientific. Oh. Leaf. 4.09 leaf 4. Well, I'm not exactly a mathematician, but I'm pretty sure that's just something the creator made up. You can also enable the gem upgrades. But if I turn that off, this compressor will be gone the next time I decide to besiege. Also, word to the wise, if you do end up getting those auto upgrades from the coin shop, don't leave them on all the time unless you know that you can produce more more leaves than they need. Because that will halt your progress until the leaves start actually piling up. And that would be made even worse with the max discount. Also, thanks to the Bandicam Head website, I just figured out how I can do mobile games. I just need to hook up my devices via a wired connection, and I'll be able to play it. Meaning I can show you guys my mobile games, provided my lightning cable works, and provided I can get Bandicam to work. But that's a different video for another day. Although, before we exit, why don't I disable everything? See how it looks. Wow. The screen's completely blank. Hmm. You should at least try to keep the uh, you should at least try to keep the leaves active if you want to do this. Oh, and by the way, each leaf has the ability to purchase up to 3 ABLs. So once you get them all unlocked, you'll be able to purchase it and be able to let them do all the hard work. There's also upgrades to increase their blowing power, their battery recharge rate, their enemy hit damage, and more. But we'll have to advance a little bit more before I can show you that. And yes, there are enemies in this game that you can blow leaves into in order to do damage to them. And they drop leaves if you defeat them. And as for shadows, I haven't seen any in this game. Maybe it's something in the void or something in space. Oh, for God's sake. Why didn't I buy that before I did the big crunch? It's going to take me forever to get back to that now. Also, there's something gold leaves have, and all other leaves, golden apples. Each leaf has a specific apple. Using coins, you can upgrade how much they're worth, but let's just get through this basic explanation. If you unlock these apples, Every time you go to a different leaf, they'll give you a certain amount should you collect them. They're easy progress, I'll admit. Also, if you buy the leaf combo, if you blow away leaves quickly, you'll gain a combo. I would recommend maxing out the combo duration as much as possible, as well as how big the combo can be. Also, if you want a chance to get the other leaves, you're going to need to expand your locations as much as possible. Each one requires a specific amount of resources. The home garden is yours. The home garden is yours off the bat, and can only spawn regular and golden leaves. The neighbor's garden gives you platinum. A mountain, which is odd, gives you the bismuth. Space gives you space gives you the cosmic, and of course, the void gives you void leaves, which are what gets turned into the flasks that are used to continue towards the big crunch. Now that we have enough, let's start spending some coins on the leaf printers. Got one in the original, so let's get some gold, some platinum. Let's get some bismuth, cosmic, and void as well. That way we'll have a little bit of starting income whenever we unlock them, and some bonus while we have them. And look at that, we still have plenty more, so let's get the converters too. The converters are, as it says, a really fancy and useful machine, because after you unlock another leaf, I can show you what it does. 3. Now, there's actually another YouTuber I discovered this from called Dangerously Funny, as well as another game that I haven't gotten around to recording called Autotopia. And he has actually managed to make quite a bit of progress in this game. But he used money. I didn't use money. I got this tool and the It's Mine thing completely by using the daily gems. And you'll receive 5 every day. Now, I can show you what this does. It requires 100 normal leaves to turn into 1 gold leaf. Via upgrades, you can increase how much each time it can produce. But leaving it on, you'll be able to get more and more resources. Also, I know this is completely unrelated to this game, but earlier today around lunchtime, my father was watching the news, and guess what I saw? Thousands of Trump supporters storming the Senate. Now, I know most of you are going to disagree with me on this, but before he started doing bad crap, I actually supported him. But when he threatened Social Security and a lot of other things that I relied on, I changed. And of course, when that big blonde baby was kicked out of the office because he lost the election, he decides to get on social media and tell all of his followers, his supporters, that he will not accept it, and they get the bright idea of storming the Senate. Keep in mind, that's the same place where all of your stimulus checks come from. The Senate. And when I went out there a while ago, before I started recording, and before I set up my camera and microphone again, the police actually came in and actually started using flashbangs to get rid of them. But they weren't even bothered. So it looks like they're planning on doing something. Something bad. But, like every reality in life, like death and taxes, they have to accept that their president lost. And we won. So, if you want, spread this video far and wide. Send it to everyone you know who's a Trump supporter. And if they're against Trump, like, I don't know, the rest of the population of the United States of America, maybe you should consider joining the police side and telling them to off. But that's for another time. Specifically, when I put up this video. And hopefully, the microphone's working. I may need to take it out of the disc I'm using and check the wire to see if it came unplugged. I really hope not. Now, here's some of the upgrades I was talking about. The first one is upgrading their speed. You can upgrade the speed of all ALBs, which makes them go around faster, cleaning up all the leaves. 2. Blowing power. I don't really feel like I need to explain that one, given it's a leaf blowing game. But basically, it helps them blow all the leaves harder and get them off the screen faster. Now, ABL battery capacity and charge rate will affect the battery and charge rate of all the APLs active. However, the higher the battery capacity, the longer the charge rate. The shorter the charge rate, well, actually, I don't know how that will affect the battery. Damn it. I think that might be a good place to stop. And thankfully, the audio bar on the recording is going up and down when I speak, so it is getting audio. So, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to go AFK and come back when I've made some progress. And of course, reset to spend more coins. Oh, by the way, before we end, I should probably tell you something about the fruits, since you probably don't have the magnet upgrade, which is a BLC coin upgrade. If you don't collect them fast enough, they will disappear, so make sure you actively collect all fruits until you manage to get that upgrade. And on average, it took me about 1 to 2 weeks of AFK in order to get there again. And yes, this isn't the first time I've actually done it. So, provided you're patient enough and put a lot of time into this, you'll be able to make a lot of cash. So, this is Orc Chef Cooker, signing out.